So I'm very pleased to be here with Zach from Precheck, which is a Cisive company. Zach, thanks for joining me.
Happy to be here.
So we are towards the end of day 2 of the second General Assembly. How's it been for you this time around?
A lot of smart people in these rooms. Very exciting. A lot of progress since last year's event, which I had to miss. So very happy to be here. I'm inspired, to be honest.
Yeah, and we heard from you today and we heard from HCA yesterday, and there's obviously been so much progress made across the different ecosystems in the past year. But there's some really interesting case studies that we discussed. Tell us a little bit about the work that you've been doing.
Yeah, so we've been in the lab since last November with HCA, and luckily they're great partners of ours. So they really opened up, kind of whiteboarded their entire process as we look to both inspect records, verifiable credentials, and also issue them on their behalf. And so we started a pilot to issue those records, and really in March picked up a lot of speed. And so we're actually in their Florida divisions, we're issuing verifiable credentials to their candidates right now, and mainly for past work experience that was completed and also education that was completed for them. So that's what we decided to initially look at. And so we're really seeing the numbers ramp up, and we're looking to expand nationally with them here in the next couple of months.
Fantastic. And I think what was really interesting and insightful for me was just hearing about the end users, the people who really will benefit from these innovations. And it's particularly evident in healthcare. I mean, describe what the difference is, both from their perspective, but also for the organizations that are your clients.
Yeah, well, it's so important to be credentialed properly in healthcare. Obviously, you have patients' lives at stake, and but also the workers in healthcare are very proud of their education. They're highly academic.
Yeah.
Many of them carry multiple licenses. So I think we saw 83% of all of these candidates that we surveyed say they had a high desirability to own these credentials. So it's almost like a FOMO factor, fear of missing out factor, of not owning them and being able to prove the authenticity of your own background. So we're really heartened to see that people are excited to own it and to make it more portable, transferable, and really they're career oriented. So they're thinking more longer term than just the current job, I think. So it's been really exciting to see that alignment.
Yeah, absolutely. And this time next year, we're going to be sat here, I'm sure, talking about some fantastic progress being made. I mean, what do we need to do collectively to make sure that happens?
Well, I saw some things from Andres, at this event, making it easier for credential agent operators to help primary source issuers to issue and get on board. They may want to develop and become an issuer later, but it needs to be approachable and easy for people to come in to the ecosystem and get those valuable records issued. So we're going to play that role as well, by the way. We're doing that for Galen College of Nursing, who HCA owns, and so we're really excited about that. But I think that's the way to really prime the pump and get these records out there in a meaningful way, besides just a CRA issuing them at the end of the background check. Sure. So I think that's really important. We have, 15 customers that are very large health systems in the U.S. that are watching what we're doing very closely, and I think you're going to see over the next several months that they're going to come to the table as well. And they're watching HCA, and they want to see, what is the impact of what you've done, and I think they believe in the vision wholeheartedly. It's just a matter of make it real for me, make it tangible, which we're doing.
Yeah. Well, it became real for me listening to the case studies over the last couple of days. Thanks again for joining me, and great to meet you.
Yeah, awesome to be here, Ollie. Thank you.